Hello and welcome you all. Guys, thank you for joining this particular session. This particular session is a single and only demo session that we are going to conduct to cover up Oracle Fusion Technical and OIC Integration Cloud. Okay, this session is going to highlight all the key features and the topics that we are going to cover. Understanding to this particular session will make you comfortable what we are going to offer, how you are going to learn, what will be our training methodology, and what are the benefits that you should be able to draw from this particular course. Okay, as part of this particular training, this is going to be started today as a demo session. Following that, on a daily basis, there will be a regular class which we are going to start from tomorrow onwards. Okay. This will be a Monday to Saturday session starting daily at 7 o'clock. I request everyone to join with your own name. Okay. And please make sure that you will be joining 5 minutes before the session start. I request everyone to join from your laptops instead of any mobile devices or PDF because in between we might be undergoing some sort of hands-on during the session also. So it is important that you should be joining with your laptops. Okay. Guys, the entire duration for this particular course will be around 2 months, okay? As and when necessary, based on the course progress, whenever required, I will be initiating and providing 1 or 2 breaks in between as per the requirement, okay? And myself, guys, I'm Piyush and I'm having around close to 20 years of experience into Oracle related technologies. IT experience is almost close to 20 years as well as the Oracle and Oracle domain experience is also close to 19 plus years currently I am holding. Okay. Guys, this particular course is Oracle Fusion Technical. That means Oracle is a company who has offered one tool called Fusion. In that, whatever the technical person, whatever the work that a technical consultant that we supposed to do, we are going to learn everything related to the technical aspects of the Oracle Fusion tool. Okay, this technicality is not only related to some particular tool or only to one particular module. In case you are familiar with supply chain, financial, and HCM, human capital management, these are the three main product families which has their particular modules. So guys, this particular course has been designed to cover everything which is available as of now. Whatever the tools which has been offered by Oracle Fusion in the technical space, everything we are going to cover. There is no bifurcation and there is no discrimination that we are going to only touch base with the HCM related products or only related to the financial related products. Okay. In addition to that, guys, we have designed this particular course considering the key facts and the key agendas, the key requirements from the real world market. That is the reason we have been offering Fusion Technical along with the OIC, which is a hot cake, and you should be getting a complete understanding and hands-on practical learning of the OIC as well as part of this particular training program. Okay. So guys, today is the demo. The agenda for today's demo is to understand, make you understand what this course is all about, how you can learn from this particular course, what are the key benefits that you can learn, and how you can transform this particular investment that you're going to invest your time with us, making your journey stronger to from a student to a actual real-time sort of professional who will be working into the real-time projects. Okay. Guys, we will be discussing briefly about the Oracle Fusion application, how this has come into picture, how this has been evolved, what is Fusion application, what is the background about the ERP application. We will be even discussing about why to choose any of the ERP application, especially why to choose Oracle Fusion application. We will be discussing about the different kind of companies which has been involved, where as a consultant you will be getting a job opportunity. Oracle Fusion environment, how the companies are purchasing and having different environment. What do you understand by environment? What do you understand by instances? How the Fusion environment will be maintained by Oracle. What is cloud-based application? What is SaaS-based and PaaS-based application? All those things we will be discussing today. Okay. In addition to that, guys, we will be discussing what will be the career opportunity. Once you have been a trained Fusion technical consultant or a OIC consultant, what will be the pay package that you can expect out of this particular training program? What you can claim that, okay, you will be selling yourself at up to which level of a technical expertise. Everything we are going to touch and cover in this particular training. Okay. So moving ahead, guys, this is something that is required, that you should be well familiar and have a basic understanding of English language. You will be joining with laptop. You should be having a proper internet connection. Okay. And it is very much important that, okay, you should be taking up regular classes, taking up all the assignments, and whatever the things which has been instructed, you should be following and for approving and doing all those sort of things. Okay. So that the core of this particular training will be good, and you should be able to understand and make best benefits of this particular training. Guys, some of you might be already from the ERP background, so definitely you might be having a uh, query that, okay, Piyush, whether my current experience into the ERP, my current experience into PeopleSoft or EBS will help you or not. I am a functional, but moving to technical will be beneficial or not. I am a non-technical person, and I would like to learn Fusion as a tool to switch my career opportunity, whether it will be smooth transformation, whether it will be fruitful for me or not, whether I will be able to cope up with the real time work. Guys, it is the course which has been designed to cover everything real world, everything hands on, and we will be covering everything into a practical demonstrations. It's not a theoretical based course, it is a complete course which is going to fulfill all your expectation in terms to make you a true fusion technical consultant. Okay, there's one thing which is very important. If you have any sort of baggage, any sort of uh, pre-considered knowledge because of your previous experience, it's like you are a driver. If you are, especially those consultants who are from the EBS background, it's something like if you know how to drive a car but you don't know how to fly a plane. Okay, so here you are to become a pilot, not to be a driver. Your skills as a driver are not required. Wherever the mapping, wherever the uh, you may say that, okay, the correlation between EBS, whatever the technologies which are correlated, that I'm going to cover and explain you. I am going to provide you all the real-time examples, whatever your current experience, how you can transform and tell and furnish that to your interviewers to as a fusion technical consultant. Okay, moving ahead, guys. It is very important for you that before you joining this particular course, that you should be getting familiar. What is this course about? In which set of boundaries or category you as a person will be following about, okay, and why you should be taking up this particular course. So guys, talking about why you will be taking up this particular course, guys, the this particular course is going to grab you an opportunity into IT sector, which is a secure job. Guys, the people who have been working as a Oracle Fusion or Oracle ERP or any sort of the ERP consultant, they are having a secure job. They are not getting impacted by the sort of recessions and all. Okay, guys, this is a very costly software. It's not that any of the small scale company may have implemented these softwares. Either this particular company, the end client where you have been working, the product company that you have been working, the consulting and service based companies that you have been working, they all are tier 1 corporate employers. So you will be having a good opportunity to work with best of the industry leaders, best of the biggest of the top 100 MNC, top 200 sort of MNC, you will be getting placed. Okay. Guys, if you are having 2 years, 3 years sort of experience into .NET, Python, Pascal, or any of the language, if you are being a developer and comparing to that sort of experience and comparing to the Oracle Fusion technical or Oracle Fusion or Oracle ERP related experience, there will be a best pay package offered into the industry. The Fusion technical are not being called developers, these are called consultants. So consultant is the term that you should be consider as somebody who will be an expert of their field. So somebody who's an expert of their field definitely will be charging high. Definitely people will be coming up to you, look up to you as a solution provider. They will be coming back to you with their problem statement, and as a consultant, we should need to understand their problem, and we should be using our tools, techniques, and experience to resolve their problem. Okay. In addition to that, guys, the Fusion, Oracle Fusion is a global tool. It has been utilized and consumed by multinational companies. So there will be a high chance that you will be getting an opportunities to on-site opportunities. If in case you are looking an aspirants to go and settle into US, Canada, Germany, Australia, Singapore, Gulf. Okay, so this particular tool will be a global tool and the opportunities will be there across the world to get hired. That is the reason. Okay, you should need to choose for this particular tool. As guys we have discussing that okay, you will become a consultant. You will become a consultant that okay, whatever the work that you have been working upon, that is your own set of knowledge. So you will be getting an opportunity to work as an individual consultant into the field of Oracle Fusion. Okay, that is the reason also you should need to take up this particular course. And guys, something to understand that okay, I understood that okay, this course is good enough to these are the some sort of delighters based on that we can choose this particular course, but you may be belonging to different sort of category who is eligible to take up this particular course. So guys, in case you are just a fresher, college pass out, okay, you are just ongoing college student into your final years or something, you want to submit some sort of project, you want to enhance your skills, you have to prepare for your placements. Okay, you are looking for some sort of internship, you are already a Oracle Fusion consultant or a ERP consultant, or you are looking for something to transition your skills, you want to upgrade your skills, you are a working professional willing to switch the domains. Okay, or you are a IT to non IT or non IT to IT professionals, you are somebody who has taken the break into your career. All those people are eligible for this particular course because we are going to cover everything from zero to hero, from scratch to mastering that particular skill. Everything we are going to cover as part of this particular course curriculum. Okay. Next, guys, it is okay that okay you will be fitting into any of these particular category and you will be getting familiar and fascinating that okay if we take up this particular course you will be getting these sort of benefits, you will be settling into your life, you will be getting a opportunity to have a relaxed and reliable sort of job security. But why and to whom you will study. So guys, why means there has been multiple sort of institute who might be offering these sort of services. Okay, but why you will choose us, guys? We are specialized into Oracle specialized training. We are not touching onto any of the other subject other than Oracle. Okay, then we have conducted almost 1000 plus batches. We have trained almost 25,000 plus consultant as of now. We are a corporate trainer partners for multiple MNC. We have an experienced trainers. We are not bringing those trainers who are just training. These are the working professional working as a solution architect into their own work profile, and they have been our trainer. And guys, we are going to have currently we have 100% satisfaction score. You can go and check our reviews. Our reviews are almost close to 4.9 plus sort of reviews that we are having into our Google reviews. Okay, so guys, we are one of the premium Oracle training institutes who have been providing and being into the field for last 1 decade, and we have the global presence. If you go and check our YouTube channel, we have almost 1.8 lakhs or so subscribers. Okay, and that is the reason which make us unique, that we have the global presence and people trusted us, and lot of students who has been getting trained by us, they have upskilled their knowledge and they have been getting placed and they have been using those particular skills into the current job also to get promoted, to get a salary hike, and to be rewarded as a skilled and trained professional. Okay. In addition to that, guys, it is also very important who will be your trainer, what is his background, whether it is good enough to train by that particular person who's being associated with this particular training to train you. So, guys, myself, Piyush Jain, I'm going to cover up this particular course training. There will be no switching of the trainer. Every topic which is going to be covered and committed is going to cover as part of this particular training. I am Oracle Specialized Training Consultant. Okay, I am holding around 18 plus years of Oracle consulting experience. I have personally trained more than 2000 plus consultant. I am a corporate trainer. I have been working with TCS, GE, Oracle. Okay, currently I'm working as a solution architect for biggest of the MNC into the logistics workspace. Okay, so guys, I will be working on a real-time things, real-time scenarios, and everything which is supposed to be required by the different sort of companies while interviewing and all that thing should be considered to train you and cover as part of this particular training program. Okay. Guys, in addition to that, once you have been getting enrolled with us, you will be getting a lifetime access of our recorded videos. Daily things that we are going to do, we are recording the sessions, and on a daily basis, the recorded will be uploaded and shared with the enrolled participants, and that will be a lifetime access. You can record, you can access those recorded videos anytime and from anywhere whenever you are required. Okay. Guys, we are going to offer you almost 200 plus live project component across different technologies that will be helping you as a base. Wherever you have been working, you can refer one particular topic, one particular technology, you can use and refer those particular items. This is 100% hands-on practical training, guys. So it is not a theoretical training, it's not a PPT based training, but we will be practically doing everything that is going to be a full fully fusion technical concepts we will be practically building and testing and deploying into our instances. Okay. Guys, we will be providing you internship opportunity, freelancing opportunity. If you are willing to get the certification, then we will be assisting you. Guys, we will be providing you own call assistance. Mock interviews are getting conducted by our specialized team, and you can get yourself enrolled and book the slots for the topics that you have prepared for, update your CVs, and the mock interviews can be conducted. Guys, from the first day of your enrollment, you will be getting a full lifetime access for the recorded videos, handwritten notes, whatever the course contains, PPTs. Okay, the instance access. Since you're learning Oracle Fusion, we will be providing you Oracle Fusion access. Okay, 5 months of Oracle Fusion access will be provided, which is a stable instance that is not going to be refreshed on a weekly basis. Okay, it will remain there for 5 months. In addition to that, since we are going to cover OIC, we will be providing a OIC instance access also. Guys, in OIC instance access, we will be providing a OIC generation 2 access, generation 3 access, FTP access, okay, and ATP server access also will be provided as part of this particular training program. So every tool, every technology that you are looking for that is required to work, behave, and learn as a Fusion technical consultant, please be rest assured everything will be provided from us. Okay. Guys, in case for a special consideration you're looking for some sort of on call or job assistance that will also be provided. Please connect for that sort of assistance one by one, and as per your requirement and as per the availability, we will be assisting you on those particular aspects also. Guys, in addition to that, what has happened, I would like to mention that okay, there is a early bird offer there. In case the admin is there with me in this particular call, he will be sharing a payment gateway link. In case you are getting yourself enrolled today itself, okay, you will be getting an early bird offer where the total course fee has been reduced by 2000, and you will be getting a direct cash discount of 2000 rupees. In addition to that, you will be getting some additional benefits. You will be getting almost 15,000 rupees of server access, sorry, 12,000 rupees of server access. Instead of 5 months, you will be getting an access for 7 months, and instead of 2 months, you will be getting an access for 3 months for OIC server access also. Okay, so I request everyone to get benefit of early bird offer to avail 2000 rupees of cash discount as well as almost 3 months of additional access for Fusion as well as OIC. Okay. So guys, that is also okay, that okay, you have been fitting into some sort of boundary. You understood what this particular course is all about, who is this particular training institute. You have been deciding that okay, this is the training institute and this is the trainer that we should need to get trained. But what is the actual benefit? The ultimate aim is to either get promoted, either to seek a salary hike, either to look for some sort of job opportunities, get a into some sort of a secured and a reliable work environment where you will be using your skills to grow and earn more benefits. So guys, it is also important for somebody who's from the non-IT background or those who are just a freshers to understand what sort of companies may be your target where you can be hired upon. So guys, mainly the companies has been classified into three categories. One is the product based company, the companies who will be actually building these particular tool. So guys, as we talk about Oracle ERP, similar to Oracle ERP, there has been different sort of ERP softwares which has been built by different company. IBM might be having their tool, Microsoft have their tool, SAP might be having their own tools. Okay, so if it doesn't matter if you have been trained by the Oracle technical or something, but there might be some competitors also want the skills and the knowledge of other competitors, or it may be that okay, the concepts are somewhere correlated and they have been little bit here and there, but most of the core concepts remain same. So you may be getting an opportunity to be get hired by the product based company who are the creators of this particular software. You may be hired by the service based companies who will be acting as a bridge between the product based companies and the end client, because these kind of company like TCS, Accenture, DriveStream, Shift Purple, there has been different sort of companies that they have been working to implement this software. You as a technical consultant will be hired by the service based companies to serve their end clients, to serve their customers. And guys, the end clients is the companies that okay, those who are interested to manage their business through the Oracle ERP software. So like suppose TrioTech is an end client. TrioTech is supposed to manage their employees, so they have purchased the software from Oracle and they have hired TCS to manage the software, to support the day-to-day operation, to configure the software. So these are the different sort of categories of the companies where you could be hired upon. Okay. And in addition to that, guys, suppose you have become a fusion technical consultant and you have been hired by TCS as a company. And what sort of work profile that you have been working upon? Okay. What will be your role and what will be the other different sort of roles the consultant will be available into your project? So first of all, guys, once you have been deployed into any of the project, it may be an implementation project. It may be a support project. Implementation project, guys, suppose one of the client has recently purchased the software from Oracle, and that product that they have purchased, that is an empty product. Okay, the product is a build product that can be readily used, but it has to be configured in some way that it should be having a soul of the company. It will be having a configuration setups to be done. All that work is called a implementation, the initial setups that are supposed to be done. So you will be joining the companies and you will be deployed into an implementation project. So support project, guys, support project is something like you have been working and supporting the end client and customer onto a day-to-day challenges, day-to-day issues that has been reported that we are fixing. Enhancement project, guys, take an example. If you are building a house, so guys, implementation project is like you have been purchasing a land and building your house from the scratch. Support project is, guys, something like suppose your house is already ready, but on a yearly basis we are doing some sort of support activity, like near to Diwali we are going to do some painting activity. That is a support. As and when necessary, suppose there is some electrical changes are required, we will be providing the support. Enhancement sort of project, guys, enhancement sort of project is something that suppose we have a single story house, but we are enhancing, we are making a one or two more floors onto our that particular thing. So guys, in real time what has happened, suppose one of the companies operating into Gulf, UK, US, Canada, Germany and India. So first they have implemented the software, purchasing the software and implemented the software to manage the resources into India, TCS India. Later on, they want to implement this to TCS US, TCS Dubai. So that is called enhancements and rollout. We are enhancing the software and we are rolling out to different location. Guys, there may be a data migration project. Like suppose TCS has acquired one company, and that company is also having 2000 employees. So TCS is not going to use that particular company, might be using some sort of software to manage their employees. But now TCS says that, okay, I have already invested, I am a big global company, I have already purchased Fusion as a software. I don't want to use the small software of that particular company. While instead of that, I want to migrate the employees' data from the legacy application, from that small organization software to my software. For that particular reason, guys, we have been involved. Technical consultant has been called to do the data migration into those particular software. And upgrades, guys, as you have been using your mobile phones a daily or monthly or a yearly basis, the software updates are going to be come, right? Similarly, what has happened, Oracle might be giving you a month quarterly basis. Oracle is going to offer you some new enhancements, some new upgrades, some patch will be updated by Oracle. Based on those patches, certain things will become obsolete and certain new feature has been introduced to you as a customer. So we as a technical consultant will be involved to study those changes, and every quarter there may be client may be using some sort of upgrade projects where we should need to look out that, okay, certain new technical enhancements, certain some sort of things has been decommissioned, certain strategical changes that we need to do, all those things we will be taking care as a upgrade projects. Okay. And guys, as a fusion consultants, as we say that, okay, we will be focusing only onto the technical, this particular course is a technical, but in addition to that there has been different sort of work profile. There will be a different kind of consultant. One is the technical consultant that we will be working upon, then functional consultant, a techno functional consultant who's a mix of something they will be working on to technicality, something they will be knowing and working on to the functional aspect of the software. End user, guys, the end user is the actual user who will be using this particular software. Like suppose in the TCS has implemented this software for human capital management. So in TCS, there is an HR department. In HR department, there will be a clerk called Piyush. He will be responsible to use this particular software to hire the employee, to terminate the employee, to promote the employee, to transfer the employee. The actual person who will be using this particular software, that is called end user. And guys, we will be looking and working as a admin, that each software must be having some admin must be having some predefined set of tasks that they are supposed to work upon. So there will be a set of consultant who will be a Oracle Fusion administrator also. Okay, guys, although this particular training is a Fusion technical course, but we are going to convert you, and from this particular training, guys, you will be learning and becoming a techno functional consultant, because we are going to cover the UI based navigation. You should be able to search, insert, update these sort of functionality for one of the or two of the business object you will be learning. And since this is a global tool, unified tool, and it has a same sort of structure, uniformity is there. If you are able to search one business object, edit one business object, create one business object, understand the flow, understand the navigation, you should be getting a familiarity how the end users may be working upon. Guys, we whatever the work profile of an administrator into the Oracle Fusion, we will be covering everything in detail. Okay. This is not a work of a technical person, but it is a delighter. If you know all these particular things, you should be able to sell yourself in the market with a better sort of opportunities. So how and whatever the work which is a admin should need to perform, we will be covering onto that. Guys, since this particular course is going to cover OIC, so you will be getting a work profile of an integration engineer. You will be getting everything how and what is the work of an integration engineer, what are the tools available, and how you are going to support and building the integration. What do you mean by integration? Why we require integration? What are the different kind of integrations? Okay, what are the tools required? What are the prerequisites? What are the special skills required? Everything we are going to build from the scratch and learn and discuss everything in this particular course. Okay. And guys, since you are going to familiar with the administrative work, you are going to work from the functional perspective, understanding the end user perspective. You are not ending as a fusion technical consultant, but you will be ending as a fusion techno functional consultant, because there has been certain sort of tools, almost 15 plus utilities which has been worked by the functional consultant we will be covering as part of this particular training program in detail. In addition to that, different sort of navigations that has been applicable for the functional consultant, we will be discussing about that in detail as part of this particular training program. Okay, guys, functional consultant are supposed to do the setup and configuration. We are not going to do the setup and configuration, but the functional consultant has to have different sort of jobs also to submit the program, to do and checking and validation from the UI, those end user perspective from the functional user, the super user perspective of the functional consultant, the administrative work of a functional consultant, all that we are going to cover into this particular training program. Okay, one thing is very important that I would like to introduce and inform. As we said that okay, it is a fusion technical course, but guys, there has been almost near to zero sort of programming which is required. Only one set of programming which is required, SQL, that is required. Otherwise, this entire program is a low code, no code sort of training. Low code, no code sort of training means, guys, there is no actual coding that you're supposed to write, but you will be dragging and dropping the things, you will be setting some sort of property, you will be provided with some sort of wizard that is going to ask you certain questions. Once we answer those questions, automatically some code is getting generated internally. So guys, this particular course is not that okay, we are going to build some technicality. No, we are going to learn. There has been 15-20 tools has been provided by Oracle that a technical consultant should be familiar and learning about to provide a support to your business. That is the this particular training program, and we are going to learn those particular tools to use those particular tools. Okay. And guys, please rest assured, nothing is required if you don't know anything about technicality. If you're from the non-technical background, then also I'm going to cover everything from the basic to the advanced level. Everything will be practically handling into this particular course. Okay. Now, guys, as we said that okay, we have been learning about Fusion Technical Consultant. So, what is the basic role of a technical consultant, guys? Where and what are the areas that a technical consultant will be working upon? First of all, guys, once you have been deployed into any of the project, it's not that okay, you are the only technical person. The Fusion Oracle teams for different clients, it's a pool of multiple consultant. It will be a minimum 10, 15, 20, 30 sort of consultants. Some may be a technical, some may be functional. Even if somebody is a technical person, it is not that okay, you should be an expert of all the areas. No, you may be an expert or you may be getting an opportunity to work only onto the reporting part of a technical work or data loading part, approval management, customization, doing some sort of integrations and automation through integration. So, guys, as part of this particular training program, whatever the work that a technical consultant that is supposed to work upon, we are going to cover. Whatever the tools that a technical consultant is going to work upon, we are going to cover in detail. But yes, once you grab the opportunity into any of the work profile, it is not expected that you have been a trained and you have been a master of all the skills, all the tools, and will be working onto all the tools and techniques. No, you have to pick up one of the mainstream, you may say primary skills and secondary skills. And how you will choose, I will guide you based on your current experience, based on your exposure, based on the market demands, based on the stability of that particular tool, based on the your level of understanding, your competency and your interest. Based on that you will be choosing. Nothing is short. You can be a Oracle Fusion report consultant only, and you will be never being questioned to work onto any of the other areas. You does not even need to upgrade and upskill into other technologies. Not needed. For next 5 to 8 years, you can still work only onto the reports, and you does not need to switch your domain, and you should be having a secure job profile. Okay. Or you may be just working as a data load engineer. You may be only working as an integration specialist. Okay. So but as part of this course curriculum, we are covering every aspect of a technical consultant work that you will be working upon. Okay. So now guys, it is important, you might be curious to know what is these reports, what are the kind of reports, and Piyush is talking about that there has been different tools provided. What are these different tools? Why we are going to build these reports? So guys, all these scenarios, all these things has been discussed in detail when we will be learning and practically looking into different tools, different capability of a technical consultant. Okay, so guys, as part of this particular training program, initially as we discussed, we will be covering everything from scratch. What will be our training methodology? We will be first working for the first week, we will be building the foundation. We will be providing you all the accesses, we will be providing you all the training material, we will be providing all the setups that is required to kickstart this particular training to get a proper benefit. Then guys, we will be providing you the access for the instance. We will be providing you a clear cut sort of understanding how to navigate, how the security is being handled, what are the administrative part we will be discussing. We will be discussing what is data, what is information, what is table, what is SQL. We will be discussing different sort of data storaging technology. One is a file based, one is the database. What is file based operations? Different sort of file based operations we will be discussing. We will be discussing about, for file based we have something called FTP and UCM server. Those two things we will be discussing and covering. Database related SQL we will be covering. What is table? Different sort of documentation where you will be getting all the details about the different tables which has been offered by Oracle Fusion. All those things we will be discussing. We will be discussing how the data can be represented. Data can be represented into CSV format, in a PDF file, into a Excel file, into a Word document, into an XML and JSON. You Some of you might be aware, some of you might not be aware about what is XML, JSON, CSV. Everything we will be covering in detail. And guys, as we discussed that, okay, there has been different sort of tools and utilities provided by Oracle. Almost 7 to 8 different sort of utilities provided by Oracle. We will be covering all those utilities in detail. What is the uses, how to use, where to use, when to use, everything will be demonstrated and explained as part of this particular foundation sessions. Okay. Moving ahead, guys, in detail, as we said that, okay, in foundation, we will be discussing about the data and SQL. In SQL, guys, some of you might be familiar. SQL is a structured query language which will be required to query the data from the database. You can be able to perform insert, update, delete. Okay. Some of you who are not from the technical background might not be aware what is SQL, what is table, what is insert, update, delete. Don't worry, everything will be covered in detail when we will be practically starting the session. Okay. For those who has been knowing 10 to 20% of SQL also, guys, other than that, I don't need any of your knowledge, any of your skills, whatever that you have done so far into SQL, PLSQL. Guys, PLSQL is not at all allowed into Fusion. Those who are from the technical EBS background, those who are from the Java development background, guys, PLSQL is not available into Fusion. Those who are already from the SQL background, you know how to create a DDL statement, DML statement, insert statement, update statement, commit statement, grant statement. Nothing is required, nothing is applicable into the Fusion. In Fusion, only select statement is required and only select statement is only allowed. So guys, what is select statement? How to write a select statement? What are where clause? How to add filters? How to make joins? How to make use of functions? How to write inner queries? Because in context of Fusion technical, only one thing that is required is that is a select statement. The understanding of select statement is the only technicality that we need to learn as part of this particular training program. Rest everything, every tool that you are going to use, that is no coding. Only that you need to set some sort of properties and doing the dragging and dropping, and code will be generated in background for yourself. Yes, those who are having a understanding of SQL, those who are having a coding understanding, logical understanding, those who are familiar with uh, Java, they will be having an added advantages. But believe me, nobody is going to go and debug the code. I have never seen, because everything can be done from the UI only. Okay, but yes, in case you want, those who are familiar with Java, it will be a added advantages because they can directly go switch to the code and do the coding there also. Okay, which is highly not recommended. Moving ahead, guys, it is also important to know that this course has been a complete fusion technical course, okay, and OIC course. So these are the areas, if you are already familiar from the Oracle product families, these are the areas. Apex we are not going to cover. Oracle Analytical Warehouse is a separate tool. This is not going to cover. OIC is different and OCI is different. We are not going to cover OCI. OCI is not something related to OIC. Okay, that is a OCI cloud-based administrative work. We are not going to use that. We are using OIC. An administrator using the OIC tool, there is a cloud administrator. He is using this OCI tool and he will be providing us some environment. One is the OIC environment and one is the Fusion environment. We are not going to learn how to set up those environment. That is not our work. Once the environment is available, we will be learning to use those environment to work and deliver the technical work from those environment. Okay, in addition to that, guys, VBCS, we are saying that it has been excluded, but nowadays VBCS is also high in demand, and that is the reason we will be covering the VBCS. We are not saying that, okay, VBCS will be covered 100% because VBCS itself is a separate tool. There is a separate training which requires 30 to 40 hours of training in VBCS. But we will be covering in VBCS is a practical knowledge how to create a end-to-end new pages, new custom pages, those custom pages to search the data, to insert the data, to update the data, to delete the data, to show the data into a table view, to select the row into table and edit the table view data. Everything which you will be practically requiring, everything we are going to demonstrate and cover into VBCS also. Okay. Moving ahead, guys, as we discussed and said that, okay, we will be starting with the basic navigations. Okay, so guys, we will be covering what is the Fusion application. Fusion application is a tool which has been built by the Oracle company. Oracle is a almost 4 to 5 decade old company specialized into the database softwares, database management software. So Oracle also has come up with these sort of ERP applications. The previous version, you will say, one of the most popular and reliable tool by Oracle is Oracle EBS. Oracle has multiple other different softwares also, and there's a history for Fusion, how Fusion has come into picture. Guys, Fusion means the best of the best. Fusion means what has happened in Oracle. Oracle has different sort of tools which has been specialized and giving different sort of capability for different industry, for different subject area, for different domains, for different modules. Okay, so Oracle has come up with the idea, why not I will bring best of the best feature of different tools and make one tool which is having a uniformity, which is having a similar sort of screen, which is having a similar sort of navigation, which is having a similar sort of technical base foundation should be same. And that is the reason Oracle Fusion tool has been come into existence, which is taking the best of the capability of the different tools which has been offered by Oracle. In addition to that, Oracle has studied their competitors, whatever the best features, what capabilities which has been offered by their competitors, those all also has been covered into this particular tool, and that's how the Fusion tool has come into existence. Okay, so guys, as part of this particular learning program, we will be learning what is Fusion application, what are different instances, how to get different instances, how to access the Fusion instance. Once we landing to Fusion instance, what are the different global buttons? What is Springboard and navigation? How to log in? What sort of access has been provided to the user? Based on those user access, what sort of activity you can perform? Okay, how to search for different object, like suppose you go into the Fusion and you want to search for one employee, you want to search for some sort of invoice, you want to search for some sort of purchase order, you want to search for some sort of you will say a supplier. All these things we will be able to learn practically by understanding during the foundation classes. Okay, how to manually extract the data, how to create a new business object, how to edit, how to delete. Okay, what is a date tracking? What is the difference between correction mode and the update mode. All these things we will be discussing as part of foundation classes. Okay, moving ahead, guys, as we said that okay, we will be learning about and we will be targeting to make you a techno functional consultant by making you understand to navigate to different screen using a global button, using different sort of tools and utilities, learning about the customization and personalization of the application, because these are not the work that a technical person is supposed to do. These are the tools, techniques, and the work which a functional consultant which will be doing to do. But it is a delighter as part of this training program. If we learn these small tools which are very simple, which a functional consultant will do, but if you know those tools, you can be in a better position to sell yourself. So we will be covering those things also. Okay. In addition to that, guys, as we said that okay, we will be making you understand how to search, insert, update, delete. So on which business object? As we said that okay, Oracle Fusion is a uniform tool. The screens, the UI, the buttons, the navigation will be same across the entire screen. Doesn't matter whether you are searching a HCM related object or financial related object or supply chain related object. That is the reason, guys, we will be showing you and letting you understand some of the screens, that is work structure related screens, which are common and must be known to every functional or technical consultant, whether you are from the financial background or a HCM background. Okay. Then, guys, we will be seeing and understanding different aspects, how to search for a person, insert the new phone number for a person, update the email address of a person, update the first name or a last name of the person, different sort of things, so that you should be getting a familiarity and perform different sort of business transaction from the UI. As a technical consultant, we are not supposed to do. As a functional consultant, also we are not supposed to do. This is a work of a end user. But once we are working onto the technical aspect, suppose you are being asked to bulk load the data. Once you're doing a bulk load of data, if you know the familiarity with the screens, the UI, the navigations, the fields, you should be able to better plan your work, map the work easily from the files, from the tool that we are going to learn and the UI that we are having. That is the reason we will be seeing practical demonstration of these aspects. Same way, for supply chain also there may be some transaction, for financial also there may be some transaction. At a high level we will be discussing. The objective is not to do the transaction, the objective is to get familiar with the UI of the Fusion application. Okay. Moving ahead, guys, as we said that okay, the main work of a technical consultant is to work on to building the reports, to building the data extract. So there has been different sort of tools and techniques which has been offered by Oracle. Like once you are searching the data from the Fusion UI, the data will be displayed and you should be manually able to extract the data. Guys, suppose the objective is that okay, business wants the data in some sort of file format, maybe an Excel file. So one of the simplest ways, search for the data and there is an export button provided into the UI. You should be able to click onto that export button and the data will be exported. Okay, that is the most simplest way. Fusion application UI manual way. But guys, since you are not doing anything, you does not have the capability which column to be extracted, in which order to be extracted, whether the data to be extracted into which format, HTML format, CSV format, and Excel format, PDF format. So guys, you does not have any control. Everything has been into a control of Fusion. Once you click onto the download button, data will be extracted. Then this will be a limitation. Suppose the client has a specific requirement. That is the reason Oracle has given some different tools. BIP is the main common tool, the practical tool. None of the technical consultant will start their day without working onto the BIP. You should be focusing onto BIP. The only technical tool where the technology is required, where the coding is required, that is BIP. Rest all the tools, there is no technology required. There is no coding required. You should be able to drag and drop the things and code will be getting generated internally. Okay. So guys, we will be practically learning BIP in detail. Almost 200 plus business object I have created here that will be handed over to you from the first day of your enrollment. Okay. Similar to this, guys, there is a technology called OTBI technology. This is also a reporting technology. This is very simple, no coding being involved. Those people who has been having a limitation with writing a coding, This technology has been provided, built by Oracle directly for the functional consultant and for the end user business consultant. But they are finding it still difficult because these are the end consultant. And that is the reason this tool has also come into the kitty of a technical consultant. We will be learning this particular technology to build the report. Guys, we will be learning what is the difference between these two tools, in which scenario we will be using this tool or this tool. Okay, guys, these tools are common in nature. If you learn this particular tool, doesn't matter you are a fusion technical, supply chain consultant, financial consultant, or a HCM consultant, you should be able to use these particular tools. You should be able to sell yourself in these particular tools. If any of the company or the job opportunity looking for these particular sort of tools, you should be able to use that. Then guys, there is a special tool in this entire course, guys. Wherever the tool starting with the keyword called HCM, or even with the tool name starting with a capital H, that tool is, guys, only specific for the HCM product family. So we will be learning the tools which are common in nature. We will be learning the tool which is specific to the HCM space. Guys, we can extract the data by OIC. As we see that, okay, we are practically learning and demonstrating every aspect of OIC as of now today, as on by the day that we are going to complete this particular training, whatever the tools and the techniques which has been offered by Oracle, okay, we are going to learn everything. There is a concept of web services. We are going to learn everything in detail about web services. What is service? What is web services? What are the kind of web services? What is the work of a technical consultant? Do we need to build that web services at our own? No. How to consume the services? What do you understand by the different terminologies of the web services? What is web service consumer? Who's service provider? Everything we will be learning into this particular course curriculum. Okay, moving ahead, guys, as we said, this is the main work of a technical consultant for which different tools has been provided. We will be learning these tools. Second work that as a fusion technical consultant you will be working upon, you will be working on to load the data. Why we need to load the data, guys? Suppose there is a work, guys, all the work which we are going to do, first of all, the technical work which we are going to do, for which we have been called to support the business, called to support the functional user, called to support to the end user. Guys, this is the work. It's not that, okay, we can do this work. Okay, actually, all these work can be done by the end user, the business user. But why we have been called? Because, guys, suppose there is a CHRO of the company. They want to see that, okay, please give me the details of the employee who has been hired into last 3 months, and give me the list of the employees who has been leaving the organization, who has left the organization in last 3 months. So guys, suppose in the HR department there is an HR sitting, she or he can practically go to the application, search for those employee one by one, and keep a note of those particular employee, their employee number, first name, last name, phone number, email address, department, location, and last on salary, something like that. They can do it manually. But suppose in last 1 month 1000 people has left, so it will be not practically possible for this HR to manually create those rows, sort of reports. Okay, but for effective this business decisioning, for seeing the data, the entire purpose for the data extraction is to do some sort of analysis, to extract the data, look into the data, and make some sort of decision making. That is the reason the high management people, okay, top management has requested some sort of reporting. It may be required, guys. Suppose you have been getting hired, so companies want to send you an offer letter. What is that offer letter? That offer letter is nothing but some sort of report. On a monthly basis you have been getting paid by TCS. Every month you have been paid on the last working day, and by the last working day itself the pay slip has to be generated and sent to your email. Okay, what is that? That is, guys, a report has been getting generating a run. That report is going to extract the data from the fusion system, structure that data into a format of a pay slip, and that pay slip is getting delivered to you. That is nothing, that is a report. Okay, fine. So that is the purpose we are going to use. Suppose, guys, we are running the payroll of our employees. So TCS is deducting a tax. TCS is deducting a income tax. TCS is deducting a PF also from the salary of the employee. So TCS is currently having 6 lakhs employees. By the by the 5th of every month, TCS is supposed to share the details of what is the amount that we have deducted for each of the individual into the PF and what is the amount that has been deducted for the advanced tax. Okay, so this data can be calculated into the system, and manually the functional person or the business user can go and search for each employee and check what is the tax deducted and what is the PF deducted, and practically create the file. They can create the file for 5 employees, 100 employees, 1000 employees, but it is not possible that they can create this file for 6 lakhs employees. Okay, so that is the reason technical people will come into picture to build the report, extract the data as per the required format, so that that data can be shared across by different executive bodies. Suppose every fifth of every month such data should need to be extracted by TCS and send it across to Income Tax Department of India, to the PF Department of India. That is the reason these reports are supposed to be built. Okay. Same way, guys, there has been certain tools which has been provided to load the data. First of all, if the functional user or the end user can go to the UI and they want to create a job, so there is a screen provided to create the job. They can directly go and create the job. One job, five job, 100 job they can create. But if there has been 1000 jobs are expected to be created on a daily basis for certain organization where is mass hiring is happening. Okay, so that is not practically possible. So for that, there has been different tools has been provided by Oracle. As we discussed, there are certain tools which may be specific to the one particular module. Like you see, the tools which are starting with the keyword called HCM, these are for the HCM product. And the tools which are for the ERP product, ERP means the supply chain as well as financial. FBDI is the tool that we are going to learn. Out of these tools, guys, you should not be specialized into all the tools. Okay, we are going to teach and cover everything about these particular tools, but we are going to tell you where we are going to have a focus, which tools are more important, which tools are the primary tools, which tools you must need to have a good command, which tool you should need to practically do the practice more. Okay, all those things we will be discussing and covering as part of this training. So guys, why tools are required to data load? As we said that okay, there is a bulk activity that can be done by the end user, but they require the technical support to perform bulk activity. What is the benefit that the technical person will provide? To safeguard the time, we will execute the same work quickly, we will bring more accuracy, we will reduce the chance of error. That is the purpose the technical tool will be involved to support the business using different sort of tools and techniques which has been offered by Oracle. And guys, suppose the work can be possible by this tool, the work can be possible by this tool, the work can be possible by this tool also. But please understand why we have been called Oracle Fusion Technical Consultant, because we are consultant. We are not just mainly a developer or somebody who knows how to use these tools. We know the practical situations. We should need to understand the gaps. We should need to understand the limitations and advantages of each of the tool, and considering the situation, considering the volume of the data, considering the business object, considering the time frame, considering the cost that we are going to bear, considering the benefits as a team that we can draw. Okay, accordingly you should need to choose the best tool suiting to your client requirement, offering the solution. That is the role of a consultant. You should need to evaluate the situation onto multiple aspects, and accordingly you should be drafting your solution, proposing the solution using any of the offered tools and technologies which will offer the solution to the problem. Okay, moving ahead, guys, as we see that okay, the administration of the application is not a technical person job, but we will be learning and covering every administrative aspect of a fusion software. Okay, every tool that we are going to learn, guys, suppose we are going to learn these sort of tools, each of these tool might be having their own administrator. What is the work of the admin of BAP, what is the work of a OTBA administrator? All these things we will be covering as part of this particular training program. Okay, similarly, The entire Fusion application must be having an admin. The main work of an admin to manage the security of the application, how to create the user, how to update the user in case user is not able to log in into the software, how to reset the password for the user, how to expire the, how to set the policies for the expiry of the password. Okay, how to create a custom rules, how to assign the roles to the user, how to compare two users. Suppose you will say, I am Sumit, I am working into the HR department, and Piyush is also working into the HR department. What has happened? Piyush has recently joined. He is also supposed to work on to XYZ work. I am able to perform XYZ work, but Piyush is not able to do. So what admin will do? He will go and compare both the users to compare what role Piyush is having and what role Sumit is having. Then he will be able to identify that okay, Sumit is having one additional role which is missing with Piyush. That is the reason Piyush was not able to perform that work. Okay. Then based on the request from the administrator, based on the manager request or by the user request, admin is supposed to assign that role to the new user. Sometime guys, what has happened? We need to compare the role. Okay, all those things we will be seeing into. Then we should be learning. There has been lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of roles provided by Oracle. There is no proper documentation provided by Oracle. Okay, we cannot learn all the roles. We have to learn hit and trial which role will be providing which sort of capability. The basic major roles that is required from the IT technical standpoint we will be discussing. In addition to that, we will be learning the cheat code, how to identify which screen, which access, which work to be done. For that work, which role is required, we will be learning those things by a use of simulator. There is a tool provided by Oracle using which we will be learning all those things practically. Okay. Moving ahead, guys, as we said that okay, we are going to make you as a techno-functional consultant. For that, there has been different small tools within the Fusion application that may be used by the functional consultant. What are these tools? What are the uses of these tools? What are the practical purpose of these tools? Everything we will be learning. Almost here we have mentioned six, but almost eight, nine tools we will be covering as part of this particular training program. So slowly and steadily, you will be knowing all the navigations. You will be knowing how to search, how to insert, how to update, how to delete. You will be knowing some sort of functional concepts like correction mode, update mode. You will be knowing the administrative work. You will be knowing the different sort of tools and techniques and utilities that has been provided. In addition to that, guys, this is also not a work of a Fusion technical consultant to change the look and feel of the application, to hide certain fields, to make certain fields mandatory, to hide the complete section, okay, to add the logo of your company, to make sure that okay, certain additional fields will be displayed. That is not a role of a technical consultant. But since these are very delighter, very simple and small sort of tools, as part of this particular training we will be covering every aspects of to make the customization and personalization of the software. First of all, we will be discussing what do you understand by customization, what do you understand by personalization, what is the need to do the personalization. Guys, personalization means suppose I have given you this particular slide, okay? Then you have this particular slide into your local machine. You don't like this particular slide. You will say that, okay, Piyush, you have provided this particular slide, but we want to personalize this. What we want to change this bullet from these triangles to rounded shape. What we want, we don't want this blue color, we want to make it pink in color. So guys, if you, for your particular reference, you are making a changes, it is only for you. If you are able to see this particular slide, you will see as per your requirement, and I my copy that I am going to have, that is for my reference. So guys, that is personalization, something that you will do for your personal user, that is called personalization. Customization is something that you that we are going to do, that is customized, that will be applicable to every user. Suppose there has been 5 pages, we have hide the fourth page. Okay, suppose the process is first the page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As per your business, as per your line of business, you does not even require the fourth page. That is not required while hiring the employee. Fourth page is not required, suppose. So you do the customization to hide the fourth page. So customization means doesn't matter whether Piyush will be hiring the employee or Sumit will be hiring the employee, whether I will be hiring the employee for sitting into Dubai or India or US or Canada or France, doesn't matter. It will not be visible. That is called customization. Okay. Additionally, guys, as we discussed that, okay, business intelligence processing, what we are going to discuss about each of the tool now understand. We are going to discuss the administrative task. We are going to discuss and cover the security aspect. Then what are the different components? What are the different templates available? How to make different templates? There, as there will be having a different kind of techniques that has been provided. One is a wizard based template, one is a auto generated templates, one is a manual templates. Manual templates will be also classified into three different manner: RTF template, e-text template, Excel based template. We will be learning how to make those particular template. We will be learning which template is to be used for which particular purpose, for which business scenarios. Because as a fusion technical BIP consultant, it is important not to learn the template, how to build the template, but to understand which template should be offered to offer the solution to your business. All these things we will be learning. We will be learning how to practically building the reports. After building the reports as per the client requirement, you want to run the report, you want to schedule the report, you want to deliver the output report directly to the email. So we will be covering the concept of bursting. Those who are from the Oracle EBS background worked into the XML publisher report. Guys, this is the extension of XML publisher report. Okay, everything that you have learned into the XML publisher will be useful and will be practically used here. Only the UI, the navigation, and the place where we are going to put across the things has changed. Rest everything will remain same. Okay. Talking about the OTBA, guys, in OTBA also we will be learning the administrative work. What do you understand by subject area? What are the column properties? How to make the graph, dashboards, parameters, layouts. All these things we will be learning as part of this particular training program. Okay. Moving ahead, as we said that okay, we will be learning XML. What do you understand by XML? Why to use the XML? So if you are able to see, if you doesn't know about the XML, but if you are able to see, and if I ask what is the name of the person who is the oldest person, and you will say that okay, the name of the person who's the oldest is Vikram. If I say what is the age of Piyush, you will say the age is 34. If you are able to understand this by your basic common sense, that means you are thorough with the XML. We does not require any of the other skills about the XML, because guys, in the entire course we are not supposed to write the XML, we are not supposed to build the XML. It's being getting generated automatically. So the basic of the knowledge which is required we are going to cover, and that will be helpful, so that in case, in the worst situation, in case you need to open the XML document or do some sort of mapping or to look into some sort of flows, then you should be familiar with. Okay, so guys, we will be discussing why we required XML, what is XML, what is the benefit of XML, what are these different sort of tag, what is parent tag, child tag, how to open the tag, close the tag, what is the value, what is the data type, what are the siblings. Okay, how to drive the XPath, everything we will be discussing as part of this particular training program. Same way, guys, there is a different way, that is a new way to represent the data, that is a JSON. How to represent the data, same data I have represented into a different format, that also we will be discussing and covering. In JSON, guys, the data has been represented into key and value, name and the value. First name is John, last name is Matthew, age is 25. We will be learning how to build these particular JSON files. Okay, then guys, the very important aspect of a technical consultant when you are learning from the OIC also, because in OIC you may be calling different sort of web services. Okay, so what is web services? What are the different tools provided by and available to test the web services? What are the different operations and method? What do you understood by payload? What is input payload, output payload? What are the methods available? Get method, post method, Okay, what do you understand by service provider? What do you understand by service consumer? What are the different type of services? Everything we will be learning. In addition to that, guys, as we said, whatever the tools required for this particular training, we will be providing all those tools. And guys, in real time, you if you learn one tool, that is more than enough. But in practical, what has happened, mostly the companies are expecting soaps kind of services to be tested by soap tool, and REST based services best tool is Postman. So we will be covering both the tools to learn and practically see and test those web services. Guys, almost 100 plus real time web services and their uses I have already created their payloads and samples that will be helpful for you from the first day of the enrollment, that will be handed over to you. Okay. In addition to that, guys, in OIC, guys, as we are going to learn the OIC, in the OIC, first we will be learning very basic, like what is OIC, what are the different tools of the OIC, what are the purpose of OIC, okay, why we required OIC, what is the job market for OIC, what are the different component of OIC, how to navigate to the OIC, what are the administrative work of the OIC, kind of different kind of integrations, what are the advantages, what are the different versions of OIC tool, what is the latest version, what is the difference between two different versions that we are practically available now, what are the different services offered by OIC, everything we will be discussing in a detail. Is this that every company should need to have the OIC? No. Then in case companies are not using OIC, what to do, how to do the same sort of work which we are going to do with the OIC, which tool is required, how to perform those sort of activities, all those things we will be discussing. What were the challenges being getting faced without OIC? Okay, if the companies are not using OIC, what were the challenges? What are the key benefits that the companies now are drawing from the usage of the OIC? We will be covering the basics of OIC. Then we will be discussing different actions. If any of the you consider any of the technicality, any of the programming you are going to learn, you will be learning about their core setup, core functionality, core syntax. Although this is not a coding, it is just drag and drop. But in coding, we know how to write a print message, how to put the comment, how to send the email, how to do the if then else structure, how to check for variables, declaring a variable using some sort of functions, how to read the files, how to connect with ATP, playing with the database, how to loop through the data multiple times, multiple iteration. Everything we will be doing. As we said, no coding, just drag and drop techniques. But the core of the functionalities will be same as any of the programming language. If you know C, C++, Java, .NET, Python, Pascal, SQL, your concept will be utilized. Okay. If you don't know, everything will be explained in detail. You should be able to understand everything. Okay. In addition to that, guys, then we will be going into the advanced concept, learning the most practical uses adapters in the real time world, the integrations that are supposed to be built. What is the purpose of the integration? Guys, let's suppose TCS is the company who's going to run the payroll for their employee. So by using the Oracle Fusion payroll software, they run the payroll, they do some sort of calculation, and for all 6 lakhs employees, Oracle by the end of 25th of every month, Oracle Fusion software will give the teachers that okay, what is the actual amount of salary to be credited to Piyush and rest of the 6 lakh employees. So guys, in TCS India, suppose there has been three different banks through which Oracle has to send the payment. Okay. So by 25th, Oracle has to TCS using Oracle Fusion software should need to validate and check the salary of the employee. So guys, what has happened? Suppose TCS has to calculate the salary and 25th they need to send one file to HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Citibank, SBI Bank into the respective format. Suppose Citibank will say give me the file into CSV format. ICICI Bank will say that okay, put the file into FTP server, I will take the file. SBI say that okay, once you're ready, call my web services, send the data into the web services, and by calling the web services, the salary will be credited. As the FC Bank will say that, okay, my software will not support the file-based system. You should need to do the calculation and give me the data into some sort of database. Give me the access for the database. I have my technology. I will be connecting with your database and getting the data and process the salary. So guys, the integration is required when two companies may be using two different software. Everything cannot be handled by TCS. Okay, Tata is big group, TCS is big company. They are a reliable company. HDFC Bank is a big group. They are also reliable company. They respect each other. They became partner with each other that, okay, we will be supporting you to process the salary of your employee. But HDFC Bank will not give the access of their software to the TCS that, okay, you directly go and access the account and do the transfer of the salary. And TCS will also not give the complete handover to the HDFC Bank that, okay, you have to do the salary transfer. So you please come and take the access of my software and take the details of all my 6 lakh employees. No, we will be doing our work extracting the data. How we will be extracting the data? Technical person will be come into picture creating a report to extract the data. Then the OIC technical consultant will come into picture. They will be connecting with Fusion, fetch the report, passing that report data to the FTP server to ATP server, calling the web services, so that that data will be made available to different sort of bank in the respective format that they are requiring. That is the use of different sort of adapters. These are the kind of integrations that is practically required. So we will be learning how to make use of these particular adapters in detail to build these sort of integrations. Guys, almost 70-80 plus integrations that we are going to demonstrate and build as part of this particular training program, because we are going to build, it may be a single integration, we will be covering multiple topics, or a single integration for different topics, because we have to practically see all the different sort of actions, and we have to then make use of different sort of operators. And in operator, guys, suppose we say file based transfer operator. So in the file, guys, what we can do, we can connect with the FTP server, we can read the file, we can update the file, we can append the file, we can write the new file, we can download the file, we can delete the file, we can move the file from one location to another, we can list down the file, we can zip the file. All these operations are required. So we will be practically seeing to perform all those sort of operations. So guys, once you're familiar using and doing all these activities in the real time scenario, once the integrations has been handed over to you and you will be building the integration, in that integration, suppose you have to build to connect with the FTP to read the data, you should be familiar how to read the file. Okay. Same way, guys, in VBCS, as we said that, okay, we are going to cover VBCS also. We will be learning to VBCS what are the navigation, whatever the administrative work. We will be learning about the different objects of the VBCS. We will be learning different sort of actions. We will be creating a custom pages to build the search functionality, to create a data, insert pages, update pages, delete pages, and detail pages, tables, displaying the data into the table structure, searching the data into the table structure, all that thing we will be learning. And before that, guys, we will be building a hello world page, addition of two numbers, like that. We will be learning different small sort of pages to have a good understanding about these particular pages and how to build these particular pages. Okay. Then, guys, considering this, we will be demonstrating and making you understand what is ERP application. Okay, what is the existence of ERP application, different tools, what is the structure of ERP application. All these things we will be learning as part of this particular training program. Okay, how the Fusion has come into picture. As I said, Oracle themselves have different sort of tools. Oracle thought of that, okay, this tool has XYZ feature which is best in class, this has ABC feature, this has PQR feature. So Oracle has studied their own tools and come up with the best of the best features and make one tool. In addition to that, Oracle has studied different tools across market with their competitors, and they have considered those best of the practices to be included into the Fusion application. That is the reason, guys, Oracle Fusion is the market leader, because it is one of the complete suite. It is going to offer the complete set of things. It is a uniform tool. It is not something that, okay, for one sort of work, it is opening the page into different format. In some other module it is opening into different format. No, it is a uniform tool. It does not discriminate that okay, if you need to extract the data for HCM you can use BIP, but in case you want to extract the data for supplier you cannot use BIP. No, it is a uniform tool. That is the reason it is highly in demand. Okay, then guys, we already discussed that okay, what are the different sort of roles of a consultant, and we will be majorly focusing on to the technical, but you will be ending up by end of this particular training program you will become a techno functional consultant. Okay, we also discuss what is a major practical work of a technical consultant. You will be working onto the data loading activity, or you will be working onto the data extraction and reporting. In addition to the integration, to build the integration is also a primary job of a technical consultant. Okay, then guys, as we discussed that there has been different, it's not that okay, Oracle is the only company who's having their tool, and Oracle Fusion is not the only Fusion, is not the only ERP application. We have different companies who might be having their own tools, but what we are focusing upon, we are focusing and learning technical tools and technique. For the Oracle company has offered a tool called Oracle Fusion. In this we will be focusing and learning upon. Okay, then guys, we will be discussing what is SAS, PAS and IS. Whenever which these concepts are required, we will be covering these things in detail with the layman terms as well as from the technical aspects where these things has been come into picture. Okay. Guys, as part of this particular training program, we will be not focusing more into the PPTs, but for your reference, from the first day of your enrollment, you will be getting all the training material, all the PPT, all the accesses, all the samples that we have created. So just for your reference, these kind of detailed PPT for each of the topic I have already created and kept into your access areas that you should be able to, whatever the practically we are seeing, you should be able to correlate and check and refer these particular things. The use of the PPT is sometimes you should not be having a time to go through with 1 hour of recorded videos, but you can quickly go through these particular PPT and reference those particular subjects that you are looking for. Okay, so we will be practically discussing. In addition to that, guys, just to highlight, just a second. These these are guys some of the recently acknowledged feedbacks that we have received. You can always go to our Google reviews and check. We have been rated almost topmost ratings we are going to get, and lot of our consultants are getting placed on a regular period of time. These are the acknowledgements that we have got. These are the students feedback that we have been receiving. Okay, these are the key companies which has been associated, and in the last month these are the people who has been recently get deployed. Yesterday itself 7 of our consultant get deployed and hired into different sort of organizations. Okay, these are the companies majorly where we have our consultant. As we said that okay, we have trained almost 25,000 of the students. Majority of them has been working as a professionals, so we have a good large base of connects with our students, and we have been partnered with multiple MNC as a corporate trainer, so they rely on our training, and we have a direct connect with the recruiters also. So we, once you get enrolled into this particular training program, you will be getting an instance access. You will be enrolled into a WhatsApp group that is a lifetime WhatsApp group. You will be getting all the updates, all the details, all the job openings will be posted on there on a regular basis. Okay, we are going to offer, this is not a student and a institute sort of relationship, it's a professional relationship that we are counting upon. You can always rely on us as a career counselor and a career partner. We are there to help you to structure and give a right sort of direction and a platform for you for your transformation journey into your career. Okay, in addition to that, guys, just to make you understand what and how we are going to offer, as you will see, guys, these are the different sort of topics. From the first day of your enrollment, you will be getting a G Drive access. All these topics, all these practically connects, whatever the things, all the PPTs, all the templates which I have prepared will be available to you. Okay, guys, if you see personal legislation groups, guys, in the real time things as a practical technical person, what you're going to build, how you are getting a functional specific documentation. Based on that, you will be evaluating and you will be building the things. You will be creating the things to build the things. You will be creating an SQL query. You will be creating your unit test documents. After that, guys, once you are supposed to hand over these things to the team who's supposed to migrate the things into the production, what is a sample migration document? Also, guys, every company has their own set and different ways of following and doing the documentation. Those who are from the EBS background, if you are familiar with the AIMS methodology, MD50, MD70, MT120, that concept is not being used into the fusion. Okay, every company have their own set of documentation that we should need to follow and do the things, but practically we have kept all these samples for you. Okay, in addition to that, guys, we have different aspects that, okay, let's considering that, okay, what we are going to offer, considering the offering, guys, let's once again discuss. Guys, we are going to give you the lifetime access for the recorded video, lecture notes, interview questions, documentation, whatever the current document will be handed over, whatever the future document that we are going to create, that will be always put it into your G Drive, so you will be always up to date. Guys, you will be provided a periodic access for 5 months stable instance, 5 months of unstable instance that will be getting refreshed every 7 to 10 days. In case you want to practice something onto the live recent changes of the environment, you can refer. We will be providing you the OIC instance with the FTP and ATP and UCM server access also. Guys, there is a early bird offer going on. As per the early bird offer, guys, what you are supposed to get, you will be getting a 7 months of free stable instance access, and you will be getting a 3 months of OIC instance access. We will be offering you the services related to the job assistance. Sample resumes will be provided from the first day. Career counseling mock interviews will be getting conducted for you once you share us your sample updated resumes, okay, and schedule your interviews as per the available slots. You will be taken care of the mock interviews. We will be providing you the references and different sort of connection wherever you are applying for the different jobs. Any internal feedback, any internal recommendation is required, we will be arranging those things. We have been constantly reached by different sort of companies, different sort of uh, key stakeholders, key players to look for some sort of freelancing assignment, trained professional. We can help you with the on job support, internship opportunities. And guys, there is a WhatsApp group created and there is a dedicated admin will be provided for your group to whom you can be in touch with you. Okay, for any subject related topic, I will be your point of contact. For any logistic support, you are not getting a G drive access, your videos are not working, videos getting delayed to upload it, which will never happen. Daily on within the same day, the training videos will be uploaded for you. Okay, but for any logistic supports, admin is your point of contact. Okay, guys, as we discussed that, okay, we will be looking into the functional aspects, whatever the functionality, this is the fundamentals. These are not the actual work of a technical consultant, but we will be practically learning these things in advance. Okay, so it will be a delighter things for us. Okay, what is the actual work that a technical person is supposed to do? The technical work that is we are going to do, we will be learning data reporting, we will be learning data loading techniques, we will be learning the web services. Okay, so considering this, guys, what we are going to learn in the web services, type of web services, so how to create the URL, test the services, document, educate, how to use different sort of methods, how to use payload, build the payload. Okay, what are the different tools available, how to use these particular tools. In these tools, guys, which kind of services that we have practically being able to use, BIP related services, UCM, SDL, all these services we are going to use. How to, guys, if you are able to use one sort of service to get the data, to get all data, get all workers, create worker, delete email, update worker, if you are able to see one, you will be able to see and use thousands of the different web services that are available. Okay, so everything we will be seeing into practical way. In addition to that, guys, as we say that, okay, we are going to help you and understand the navigation. This is the fusion instance that will be provided. In addition, in this, guys, these are the global buttons. We will be discussing about global buttons. Okay, these are the navigator. Once you click onto this, this is the navigator. We will be discussing what is this navigator, how to access. This is called springboard. We will be discussing how to access different things and how to customize this look and feel of this application. That is something we require. As we said that, okay, we are going to look into different sort of tools and utilities. There has been several tools and utilities provided. Some of the tools and utilities which may be required, which may be good to have an understanding by the technical consultant, because practically directly we are not maybe using these tools, but the technical tools that we are using may be internally referring and using these particular tools. So we will be learning those 7 8 particular tools also. Okay, in addition to that, guys, as we said that, okay, we have actually real time component which has been available, which we have built to be handed over to you from the first day of your enrollment. So going to the BIP server, let me show you how many BIP reports and the samples and the component that we have built. So guys, once we are going to learn about this thing, we will be learning how to access, how to navigate, what is folder, what is my folder, share folder, what are these particular tools and the different sort of commands available, what are these global bars are available, okay, how to hide, how to run, everything we are going to learn as part of this particular training program. So guys, looking into this, you will see if we are learning about the BIP report, this is one of the component, one of the concept called learning data set. If you go inside this, this will be handed over. So many components, practical components that I have built for you. Learning parameter, every aspects of the BIP report, how to define the parameter, make a parameter as a mandatory, how to make static parameter, dynamic parameter, make multiple select. For each of the concept, I have kept only one small example. So it will not be difficult and it will be easy for you to reference in a practical real time. In case in your real projects you want to refer and apply that same sort of logic, you simply need to come and refer that particular complaint to do the things. Then guys, we discuss different sort of template that we are going to build and work upon. So I have kept almost all the practical possible scenarios of the different templates that are possible. All those things we have discussed and kept it there, and we are going to build those things practically as part of this training program. So guys, similar to this, for each topic that we are going to build, we are going to have different pre-built components for you that will be handed over to you. In OIC, guys, also if we refer about OIC, we have the OIC server access, but the OIC server access will be handed over to you once we are done with the fusion related detailing. Fusion concepts will be done, fusion topics will be done. Before we start the OIC, we will be handing over the OIC, because guys, OIC server has been provided only for 2 to 3 months. If we give it now, you will not be getting a time for those to complete and do the practices. So at the time when we are starting with the OIC, and after that also you will be having minimum 1 to 2 months of the additional access. Okay. So guys, this is the demo that we have conducted. We have little stage, but this is required to cover and clarify all the things. Okay. I request you to please touch base with admin. Admin has already shared the payment gateway link. Please touch and apply and get yourself enrolled. Those who will be enrolling today, they will be getting 2 months access extra for Fusion and 1 month extra access for OIC. Additionally, you will be getting a 2000s of additional discount. Okay. Rest is over to you guys. If you have any questions, I please feel free to ask your doubts and I will be here to clarify your doubts. One by one, you can ask your questions. I will taking few of the questions and then we can wrap up the session. Guys, tomorrow a new what's Zoom link will be provided only to the participants who will be enrolling today. A new WhatsApp community group will be created and the links will be shared only with those consultants, those professionals who has enrolled and make the payment. Okay. Over to you guys in case you have any questions.
Hi Piyush, this is Naveen.
Yes, Naveen.
Regarding Form UA customization using Sandbox, do we get that environment for deploying and these changes in real time?
Everything will be provided, but you are not advised to publish and deploy into the server which we are going to provide, which is a stable server. You can practice
Okay.
that into the unstable server, which is going to be refreshed on a weekly basis. Okay. So we
Okay.
will not lose the things, because Since you are into the learning curve, something may corrupt, right?
Yeah.
But you
And
can practice that.
coming to VBCS, VBC also same, right? Like after because a little bit Java, if we know a little bit Java, do we need? Can we build a
Nothing,
base?
nothing
Yeah.
is required. No Java required. Nothing is required. If you
Okay.
know little bit of programming concept, what is a variable, how to assign the value, what is if then else, if you don't know the programming, but you understand the logic which I'm going to explain you into a common layman. Okay, like suppose if somebody is entering, if she is a female, you will say hello ma'am. If he is a male, you will say hello sir. You understand this concept, right? Based on
Yes.
some
Yes. Yeah.
validations you are doing this thing.
No.
That's how
Okay.
I will be explaining everything into a layman terms. Then from the layman terms to the little bit of technical terminology, and then from the little bit technical terminology to the real-time project, how you are going to use that concept. That is the way that I will be explaining all the concepts. Okay.
And VBCS is a different tool, right? Do we get the
VBCS
access
is
to that?
every access will be provided.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kush.
Hey Piyush, good morning. I just have a quick question. You covered this, but just wanted to confirm, if there are any prerequisites or do we need functional knowledge to understand this?
Nothing you required. If you have your laptop, if you have understood me, if you have been getting my voice clearly, if you are here and ready to follow my instruction and do the hard work with me, other than that, nothing is required.
Got it. Thank you, Piyush.
Hi
And
Piyush.
one more question I have. This course cover only ERP or it also covers EPM and HCM as well?
EPM is not considered as a Oracle Fusion. Okay, EPM is a separate tool by Fusion or by Oracle. Okay, and it is not going to cover only ERP. It is a complete Oracle Fusion technical tool which will cover all the tools for HCM, financial, and supply chain. Whatever the tools which are available and offered by Oracle in all these three modules, we are covering everything. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Piyush.
Yeah,
Hi
hi,
Kumar.
my name is Kumar. So I have two questions basically. So first point is in which version we are learning this particular fusion?
We are using the latest release of the Fusion.
Okay, latest release. Okay, and next one could be so here the priority could be in OIC or like in uh, what is the
We
priority?
have structured the course to cover both the things with equal weightage. We are going not leaving any of the single topic unturned. Okay. So it is up to you how you are picking it up. As per your profile, I will be taking a discussion with you one on one. I will be suggesting and practically making you understand. Nothing is less than other thing. Okay. If you don't know anything, just work on to BIP only, then also you will be getting good opportunities. Every topic, every tool itself is a highly demanding tool. Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
over to you, Samsad.
Hi Piyush, good morning.
Yes.
Actually, I have 10 years of experience into IT industry, and my knowledge and my hands of experience will be Oracle ADF, Fusion Middleware Technology, and Java. But now I am not getting any calls from past 2 to 3 months. I'm not working anywhere as I took maternity
Yes,
break.
because yes, this course is perfectly fit into you because you already have 10 years of experience. You should be already having a maternity break. So this is the right platform where you will be getting a new practical learning, new concepts, and it is not that high demanding, and you will be getting using and transforming your existing knowledge to this. You will be getting to transform. We will be guiding you, teaching you, learning you. You will be getting a mock interviews. You will be getting a practical real-time CVs. You have to bluff your experience from the as ADF to little bit of a technicality of the fusion technical. Okay, we will guide you in that case also.
Yeah, and one more question. Previously, like before 1 year, I am getting high paying job. I am getting high paying salary only, like 25 LPA like that. But now, can I expect more than that? Or do I need to reduce my salary?
It depends how's your progress. Definitely, if you are having 10 years of experience and if you say that, okay, I have been into Oracle space for 7, 8 years and then I have transformed myself, maybe for last 3 years I am working into Fusion, definitely you will be getting 22 to 25, 28.
Okay. Thank you.
Over to you, Varun.
Uh, Hi, same questions. Like I'm having 12 years of experience in PeopleSoft. So is it a good course? Is it good thing for me to learn this and switch into this? Or
Yes,
do I need?
PeopleSoft license is also being shut down by Oracle, I guess. So yes, you
Yeah.
have to transform into Oracle related technology, and Oracle Boom technology is Oracle Fusion. Entire focus of Oracle is Fusion only. So yes, you must need to move to Fusion.
So is assistant career assistant provided for this sort of experience also?
Please touch base with the admin, okay, and they
Mhm,
will guide
mhm.
and support you for these sort of queries. As
Sure,
we
sure,
said that, okay, we are here to be a career partner with you. We will be helping and supporting you, providing you all sort of necessary support and foundation. Okay. So that answers that, okay, everything that you require to grab the job, we will be providing. Please touch base with the admin related to that. Over to you,
sure.
Saurabh.
Yeah, hi Piyush, it's Saurabha. So my doubt is, since this is like a no code or a low code thing, OIC, is there a chance that AI will take over this and it might agents might completely automate and I mean, in the near future, is there?
In none of the technology, nothing can be taken care by AI. To make the AI also, to make the agent also, to make the AI agents work also, you needs a consultant. If that technology will come, we will learn that technology also. For timing, the AI into Oracle space is only generative AI. Generative AI means there is a button, instead of you writing a explanation or a subject plan of your integration, instead of you are filling your goals, description of your goals, you will just give the heading and click on to generate description. It will generate the description. Only generative AI, not a, it will not build the code for you. Okay. AI is still
Okay. So
into a, it's,
if we learn OIC, sorry, am I audible?
yes, Orba, please tell me.
Yeah, one doubt is since we have not, I mean, I have not done OIC before. Now, when I try to switch, can I take this experience and claim that I have worked on OIC and show it as an
So guys,
experience?
just to answer these questions, I'm telling you, it all depends on the way that you are going to invest and follow my instruction. Our course has been designed that every of our consultant, if you follow entire course, doing all the assignments, follow all my instruction, you can claim yourself to 2 to 3 years of experience into Oracle Fusion Technical and OIC. Okay. Our course has been designed, every detailing we are going to provide that you can simply claim yourself 2 to 3 years of minimum experience. If you are having 2, 3 years of this experience, which you are able to sell, having 10 years, 8 years, 12 years experience into any of the technology or non IT technology or the technology related to the Oracle, definitely it will be a boom. It will club and merge. Admin team, once you are getting connected for the mock interview, they will help you, they will support you to transform your experience and all those sort of things. Okay.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Hi,
Yes,
Piyush. Piyush,
Nirjan,
there's
last
one more.
three questions. Yes, please tell me.
Yes, please. So, since we had discussed about personalization, here in Fusion Redwood is taking place sites. So,
Okay.
the sandbox is going to be back aside, and mostly we have to make changes in Redwood site.
Nirjan, we will be trying to cover. Currently, our instance is not a Redwood instance, but we are arranging. That is the reason, since we don't have the Redwood instance, I am specifically covering VBCS. Okay, because the Redwood customization can be done with the subset of a tool from the VBCS that is called VBS. Since VBS cannot be worked with the current instance, we are explaining and doing the concept of VBCS. If you are learning the parent, child will come automatically. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Fine then. Thank you guys. Thanks for your time. This is what we have planned. Please, again, I am repeating, I have admin. He has already shared the link. In case you want to avail the early bird offer to avail 2000 of cash discount and get an access for almost 3 months of additional access worth 12,000. Okay, please reach out to admin and get yourself enrolled. Again, I am repeating, for any subject related issues, I will be your point of contact. Guys, daily basis, I will be giving you the chance in the first, in case you have any queries related to the previous topic. In the last, I will be giving you the chance to discuss about the topics that we are going to discuss. I want everyone to come up with empty handed, empty mindset, because everything that you know, wherever that is supposed to be correlated, I'm going to tell into this particular course. Please be specific to the topic that we are going to discuss and be within the context that we are going to discuss. Try to focus onto that context to make best of this particular knowledge. As a better learning experience, I want everyone to refer the recorded videos onto a daily basis as 1.5x speed. The moment the videos are available, please get the time to look into the videos and start doing the practice on a daily basis onto the topics. Please do not wait and rely that, okay, cover the training on a daily basis and doing the practicality only into the last. No. Okay. Fine, guys. So let's catch up tomorrow. Tomorrow onwards, we will be actually practically looking into the foundation. Today is the only demo that we have planned. Tomorrow, the link will be shared only to the participants who got enrolled into the course. Okay. Fine. Thank you, everyone.